Hi guys, welcome to Life Success. Sometimes we carry old pain like it's part of who we are. If we're healing those wounds is the key to finding our real self. When we feel that way, we tend to learn and grow. And in today's episode, I'm talking about where our emotional healing is in general, and not just the positive vibe only. It's a vision that is raw. Honest journey of facing your past and understanding your triggers and creating peace within your story. That I have faced myself personally. It's not easy. It's a hard road, and we just got to go through that path, that road. That's a bumpy one, and we just got to deal with it head on. Here's a quote for you. Healing doesn't mean that damage never existed. It means the damage no longer controls our lives, and that is something I want you to think about. And really, those quotes are great. And, using quotes that really resonate with you helps us. Now, defining our emotional wounds. For example, rejection, betrayal, identity-based, shame. That's something I have faced myself, and it's not easy. It's simply not simple. And I'm talking about how they show up in adulthood. Self-sabotage, trust issues, perfectionism, people-pleasing. It can be really tough for us to do that, and it's not okay for us to actually be in that position in the first place, but it's a challenge, and we've got to face it head on. So, introducing the idea of emotional scar tissue, how we adapt and how we always heal. And this is a tip from a coach to you guys. Pay attention to what is still hurting, because at the end of the day, what you talk about, when you talk about it, and that's when the healing will want to happen. And that's important, especially when you go to counseling. You want to be able to open up to any situation that crops up and be mindful of these things. And really, the myth of just letting go is call out the toxic negativity that really comes in your face. How you can stop it is real healing. Continue to heal, overcome it. This is called reframing. Reframing is letting go. It isn't forgetting, but it's acknowledging the pain that it's existing without letting it define your worth and direction. And introducing CBT concept, cognitive behavioral therapy, is unpacking your internal story versus the facts. And for example, my parents didn't protect me against verse I am not safe, saying a negative story in your head, and challenge and reframing that belief. So reframing that helps us to actually reconstruct that mindset that we have instead of that negativity all the time. So mindset exercise, this is optional, you can do this. So asking you to pause and write down the limiting beliefs that you currently have. Grab your journal, write in it, that may have come from an old wound. And here's the questions I'm going to ask you. What would a kinder, true story sound like? What would I say to a friend in the same situation? So those are the questions. How healing actually happens. Okay, the steps to healing. Number 1, awareness. Name it as it is. Number 2, validation. You're not overreacting. Your feelings are there for a reason. They're not weaknesses either. They're just there because it's existing. Number 3 is basically self-compassion. Healing accelerates when shame softens. This is crucial, is self-compassion to ourselves. And number 4, healthy grieving. Let yourself mourn the loss of what you didn't get. That can be a challenge too. It can be hard. Number 5, new narratives. Reframe identity. This happened to me, but it is not me. Does that make sense? Number 6, reconnect, rebuilding trust in yourself and others, or even in a higher meaning. Now, really, a coaching anchor I'm going to give you, so pinpointing this one at you. You are not broken. Okay, number 1, you are not broken. You are adapted, and now you're getting to choose how you move forward. And this is crucial. This is why I learnt this, because it's so important that we choose our move, because we are confident that we can get through it. We are strong. We are who we are. We embrace who we are and what we faced. And daily practices to support your healing is so important. So morning journaling. So what am I still carrying that is mine or isn't mine? And inner child work, talking to your younger self, like as if you were the kindest person on earth. And mindfulness, body scan, where you feel the old wounds and breathe through that space. And grounding mantra, I am allowed to heal. I am allowed to thrive. I am allowed to thrive. And saying that over and over, I am allowed to heal. I am allowed to thrive. And finally, the reflection, wrap up with hope and realism, and really healing is not an ugly place to be, a silver lining in the end, but every act is awareness, compassion, and really the truth of telling yourself it is a step forward. This is a step forward for me. Invite them to revisit one wound at a time, and they've been avoiding, not to reopen it, but offer it to care. And this is important, and this is why in our coaching content, this is actually crucial to any situation that you face, even any form of negativity. You just got to be strong and be mindful of these things. You are stronger than you think, more so than you ever expected. So really, utilizing call to action, basically DM me or email me, and you will, with one wound, there's a learning to heal. So if that's something you resonate with, drop me a message and I will answer you. There's always got to be something that you can get. There will be journal prompts out there, guided meditations, and I do have one of them on YouTube, so please do go and check that out on YouTube, Life Success NZ, and really get to know these options. And really, the variations of life can be hard, but the truth about healing is from the past. Old wounds, new strength, right? You are not what happened to you. And would you like a life that is better than you actually expected? If that is how you want it, here we are. So try it out, see how you can do it. And I hope this serves you, and I hope this helps you. And thank you for joining me today. And I really, really hope this helps your old wounds that really hurts you. And really, welcome back to the newest life. Because at the end of the day, that's your life. Don't let it hurt you, drag you down. Be strong, my friend, because at the end of the day, we are not made to be perfect. Healing doesn't happen overnight, but it still exists, and we need to deal with it head on. I've dealt with pain from childhood myself too. I've been rejected. I've also been through abuse. I've also been through basically just all the other stuff that kids ever experience with bullying. And of course, it's not okay. And not only that, when you face fear of other people treating you badly, you tend to have anxiety about them, and high anxiety is not good for you either. So, what can you do today that you serve yourself a priority? Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you on the next episode.